Hi viewer, got something a little bit different today. So I've got an unbagging. I say an unbagging instead of an unboxing because it's second-hand gear and it's in a bag. So I bought some old stuff for that someone had started to build 3D printer project probably quite some time ago, but I bought these bits and just thought I'd show you. So I did cheat and I unwrapped one of these stepper motors. So these things are double-ended. There's a rubber support there to provide a bit of dampening. Not much, as you can probably see. There's not a lot of movement there. These things are heavy, and if you compare it to the ones on a normal, like a 3D printer, yeah, it's quite a bit bigger. So, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, because I thought they'd be bigger, but I didn't think they'd be quite as bigger as they turned out to be. So I'm actually really happy with these. So there's 4 of these steppers, all identical. Probably throw that away as I go. So it says, is that a sign of somebody's projects? Some blood. Probably not. So, yep, having 4 of these is great. So, if it turns out that on my little mill project, if the motors that I've got just are not up to the grade, well, I got some nice juicy motors. Probably need to upgrade the stepper drivers. That's not too big a deal. So these have got cogs mounted on them, because what it looks like they were using were having the stepper motors going to drive a bigger cog via a small belt. So the reason I say that is I've got some small belts, and this little cloth funny little baggy thing with some bigger motors. So unless they were intended for amp, which it doesn't seem like, it looks like that's something along the lines of what their design was looking like, to drive their rods and spindles, etc. So to give you a clue on the age of some of this, look at what we have there. Serial and parallel. So obviously we've got a little bit of age going on here. Do have some manuals. Pretty cool. Oh, there's the 4th cog. There's the 4th belt. Bendo, do not bend. Oh, sorry, bando, do not bend. I was going to say bendo, do not bend. And what we have here, so Okay, so we have a power supply. Also we have a mains cable. On there, keep that. So what do we have in here? So I'll be a bit gentle with this one because I think there's some thin wiring in this one. Oh yeah. Definitely some thin wiring. Okay. Oh, well that's cool. So we've got the wiring for the steppers. They go into the board. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at the board. So at this stage I don't know much about the board. Okay, number of ports. Interesting that we have, they look like opto couplers. So just a bit surprising that the opto couplers are mounted on removables. We've got some ICs there, some hefty diodes, so there's obviously a bit of protection in there. Cooling fan for what I presume are going to be the MOSFETs. Some dip switches which I have no clue about. Right, so these are big power FETs, Toshibas. Ah yes, okay, so these are the big drivers. Okay, they're sizable. Interesting that there's a mix of surface mount, flush mount. These things are certainly chunky. So what I do know about this, and it's pretty limited at this stage because I have only just received it, is you do need to use Windows 10. So 4-axis board driver board, yep, cool. Okay, some photocopy manuals, that's great, good to have. And the Toshiba okay, cool. Wireless product. Interesting. Just thought, keep this product from a cardiac pacemaker at least 22. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about that. Not a bit interested about this actually because I didn't think the board would have wireless or LAN feature. But either this doesn't belong in here, but it is a Toshiba board. So no, I think he's given me something that he shouldn't have. Yeah. So I think what we have here, so I'll be a bit more careful. This one is, I think he has given us, yep, instruction manual for safety and comfort for a laptop. So I'll have to see if he wants this back. Interestingly, we have one of these machines, so I'm guessing he might have had them bundled together as a bit of a project. So, but that at least answers the question why we had something talking about wireless WAN. Clearly this device is not. Cool. Okay, so that's really nice. Okay, so we've got the X, Y, Z, C. Okay, so that's good. Obviously with you know, the CNC, if this is what I use it for, I don't have, I'll only be using 3 motors, because I'm not using a motor to drive the tool. That might change, but for now I'm not using the motor to drive the tool. Okay, so there's our instructions. Oh, this is nice. So basically I need to find either preferably a laptop with serial and parallel. Do a little bit of learning, because I need to upgrade my knowledge with this board, because I know nothing about it. Apart from it certainly doesn't have wireless. I'm not too sure why he sent that, because this is 12 volt, so certainly don't want to be hooking in mains. That would be very bad. Now, don't know if you remember one of my last videos where I pulled this out. This is 12 volt. The thing is, it's far too small for this device. So this one here, each of the stepper motors will be up to about 3.5 amp each. So without any headroom for the rest of the circuitry, you know, you're looking at 14 amp. So you'd probably want to run at least a 20 amp power supply to be on the safe side. So yep, this is something new. Something a lot more changeable than this device, and actually can run a lot more powerful stepper motors. You'd never run these motors off this board. Obviously, you know, we're talking about some older units here, but that's okay. They don't actually show much in the way of wear, signs of wear. Just show signs of age. So these are Japan's Servo Code Limited. Oh yeah, so these I'm guessing are probably going to be some pretty good motors. So I did pay $120 for this. It's New Zealand, obviously. I haven't looked at the costing of what these things were originally, or what these motors the equivalent would be now. I suspect probably well over $100 each. So I'm very happy with this purchase. And yep, I've got a little bit of a learning curve for this device, I'm sure, but hey, that's all good. Alright, thank you for watching. If you did like this video and my ramblings, hit the like button. It's nice to know if someone likes the video, and think about subscribing as I continue with my adventures of 3D, CNC and whatever else comes along. Thank you.